Hi, this is Marcia Kelly from bestforbusinesses.com, and I'm really excited to be here with you because this is an important day for entrepreneurs. This is the day that we decide that we are going into business, that we are launching, and one of the first things we do before we do our logo, before we do our brand name, before we set up our website, is that we take time to set up our corporation or our limited liability properly to protect us legally. I know entrepreneurs, we're dying to get our fingers into our product and our service and our website, but we really need to protect ourselves, our future company, and our employees and our family by first taking time to set up legally. Let's talk about why. Most people that I work with and small businesses are probably going to be fine with a limited liability company. It's flexible, it's inexpensive, it's easier to manage and be compliant, and taxes are easier. So that's what we're going to cover today. In future videos, I will talk about corporations. They're a little bit different. They're for perhaps larger companies, companies that produce products that maybe have liability issues, and other types of situations. But let's focus today on the majority of people. Limited liability company is probably going to be your best bet. Please excuse the banging in the background. We're doing a little construction today, but I wanted to get this video out to you because I'm excited about what we've got to show you today. When you go ahead and you order your limited liability company or anything else on Legalzoom, which is the company we're going to talk about, go ahead and use this coupon code. It's exclusive to us and it works. It's 10% off. That's best for B. You can save hundreds of dollars. So go ahead and use that coupon for your limited liability or for other things that you order from Legalzoom, which could be trademarks, copyrights, patents, wills, trusts, divorces. We're going to cover them all. Today we're focusing on limited liability companies, LLC. Let's take a quick look at why do we want an LLC? Well, let's talk about protection. We have Carlos and John, they're owners together in a company, and this company happens to be this duplex apartment house company. It could be anything. It could be an agency. It could be a service company. It could be a product company. It could be anything, okay? It could be a store. Here we have it, and here we have Carlos and John both owning 50%. Now, Mary has had a fender bender with John. Everybody's okay, but Mary wants some additional compensation, and she has sued John and won a court case against him. Well, in this particular case, Mary and her creditors and the court can only take 50% of this particular company, i.e. John's portion, not Carlos's portion. Okay? Nor can they take this duplex or the business. Now, if the LLC was not in place, Mary, the fender bender, litigious person who sued John, which unfortunately in America is more and more common, could sue the whole company. And if Carlos put his house up as any kind of collateral, he put any kind of savings, all of his equity, all of that would be at risk. Even if there wasn't a Carlos and a John and there was just John, if any of his other assets, let's say it was his family house that he's put in as collateral. Let's say there's other equipment, other savings accounts, stock, other assets. All of that could be at risk. So we don't want any of that kind of trouble. So let's go over here and quickly go through how easy it is to set up a limited liability company at Legalzoom. You just click the button, learn more. It's asking me if I want to continue because I had already started a little just to practice to show you what happens. So first thing you're going to do is type in the availability of your name. You do not have to use your brand name. This is only a business name. It's not corporation. It's a business name. It's internal name. You do not have to use your brand name. In fact, maybe I won't use my brand name. Maybe I'll use it something like Marcia Kelly Business. Stupid, but you get the idea that this is very much a name that is only for my bank accounts and so forth. Now, you know, there are other places that you can get LLCs formed, but I like LegalZoom because over 1 million of them have been done done. I like a professional. I like to know that it's been done many, many times successfully. I'm another one that's going to be a successful. I don't like to save $50 on something as important as my LLC formation, because this could really come back and hurt me dramatically if it's not done properly. So I'm going to check my availability. Oh, look at that. They found it. And I'm going to, if I get that message, that means that my name is indeed available. And I'm going to press search. I'm putting in my, great, beautiful. So it's telling me I'm available, and I can go forward. I could say that I'm going to launch it in the future, soon, or I'm in business. I'm going to say soon. Now it's telling me a little bit about how it's going to structure my LLC. They also tell me that I have attorney and tax advice available, which I think is great. You know, we'll talk about this, but you know, to have that attorney available to pick up the phone and ask, okay, here's a lease that my landlord's asking me to sign for my office. Is it okay? You know, am I protected? These are important things. Again, sorry for the banging. We're doing a little work here. All right, so we're going to continue. Am I going to have employees in the future? I'll say yes. Don't be concerned. You can say no or yes. You can always go back and it can be fixed in the future. It's more important that you get this ordered than you know everything about your business, because as an entrepreneur, it's going to change. That's the way it goes. How many owners? I'm going to say one, me. Now, by law, you need to have a registered agent. Registered agent is going to be somebody who is going to be available to take any court documents, any tax notifications, state notifications. They will be there during business hours with a street address for your to be your receipt. I like these. It's going to go into telling us a little bit about registered agents. I do have a review on my site about this. I'm going to go ahead and take my registered agent because I like to know that it's covered. I also could get an operating agreement, an employee identification number, and any licenses. Now, this is a nice add-on that they offer. You must have an operating agreement. This is sort of like the bylaws of your group, your LLC. You're also going to need an EIN. Even if you don't have employees, you need an employee identification number. Your bank's probably going to ask for it. There are other places than taxes that you're going to need it for. And you may need some additional licenses. So I'm going to go ahead and take that additional piece. And it tells me down here all the particular items that I can use. So I'm going to say that. Okay, and it's telling me oh, I can take a month of the following services. Let's see. Okay. What it's saying here is that for $42 a month, I can add in some services such as legal and tax advice. I like that. You know, I think that's really great. For $42 a month, I can pick up the phone and say, hello, here I am at the end of the year. What kind of tax issues are coming up for me, and what can I do to reduce those taxes? That's well worth $42 for me. So I'm going to take that. It has the included month. I like that. Okay. Now, the difference between these three packages is that you're going to get more advice with the Express Gold. You're going to get the ability to get the tax advice, the business forms. That's your free trial. I like that service a lot. We'll talk about that in another video, but you're also going to get some rush processing. You get it in 7 to 10 days. This here, you get it in 15 days. It's not going to have the additional advice. You're not going to be able to try that service for 30 days free. You're not going to get express shipping. You will get everything else. And then, of course, there's the basic, which you will get it. It will be done properly. It will have what you need, but it will take a little longer. I'm going to go with the Express Gold today. I'm going to get my Express Gold. I'm going to get my operating agreement, my employee identification number, and my licenses. And I'm going to get my registered agent. I love that. They're going to make sure that they receive any documents and notifications that I need to know about. More people have gotten into trouble by missing the postman or it not arriving. And then I'm going to get my free 30 days of taxing. I think that's great for under $1,000. Now this is my favorite part here. This is new. I can actually pay in 3 installments. I love installment payments of $272.67. I'm going to choose that. When I go to checkout, that's what I'm going to choose because I can then stretch my payments out a little bit and still get all the protection and advice I need. This is a great message here. I'm going to take this first step and I'm making my business a reality. I'm going from dream and idea to business reality. Thank you, LegalZoom. Come back to the next video. We're going to cover corporations. We're also going to cover trademarks and patents. Thank you.